Hi everybody, this is Van with Ridge Runner Outdoors. I want to do with my 2016 rundown of what you can expect this year. Excuse me. Normally we would already been at Sapelo Island off coastal Georgia for the special hog hunt, going on our second time now. We like to use this hunt to go down and get our hunt and make all of our sausages and ground meat, and our I want to get into sugar curing ham, so I'd like to get a couple big enough to actually do that with. But anyway, we're not going to be able to go because I took the boat in for its annual, and the mechanic said that she's got a soft transom, so it's a 85 Chris Craft 22-foot cuddy cabin, and I've owned the boat since 91, so 91, 2001, 10. I've owned the boat going on 26 years now, right? So no. Yeah, anyway, it don't matter. I've had her over 20 years. Not abused, but used. We take good care of her, but I mean, there's always normal wear and tear, so, and this is, I guess, part of it. I found a hardtop custom made for a Chris Craft with the same cabin that my boat has on it, and I went down to Bunnell, Florida to get it last weekend. I had a brand new transom mount made for the motor because the one that was on the boat was made out of steel, and it's kind of nasty looking, and that probably contributed to part of the soft transom. So anyway, so I've got all this tied up in updating materials, and now I have this to deal with too before I can really go any further with it. So it's kind of like a one step forward, two steps back thing for me. It bites. I was really expecting to be at Sapelo again next weekend, but it's not going to happen. So I just repowered the boat about 3 years ago with a brand new motor, 4-stroke, and a sweet motor. But we use the boat a lot, so I had to, and I've already decided now that I have this in it, we were going to update it, and I want to keep the boat for at least another 10 years. It's an excellent boat. We sleep in it, we camp out in it. Whenever we go somewhere, we tarp it up, and that's our hotel while we're there. We go to Sapelo. We do that because I timed it one time. We went to Sapelo, and by the time I set up tent, get camp in order, get a fire ring built, okay, we got to blow up the air mattress and everything, because usually when we're down there, we're there for no less than a week, sometimes longer. So it has to be comfortable. So on the coast, anybody that lives on the coast, you know that if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. Well, we have to be prepared for that. So we have tarps to put up in case it comes a downpour. If you've noticed in some of my previous videos that we've had a downpour and you blink your eye and the sun's shining and it's great. So there's nothing worse than a wet tent and a wet bed. So we have to tarp everything up and keep the firewood dry too. We always, this time of year, we always keep a smoky fire going for bugs. Those no-see-ums down there, they're a pain in the butt. So, we use it at the lake when we go crappie fishing overnight, We sleep in it, like I said. We spend the night in it. We have a good old time. It's been a good old boat. Been proud to have her. So, got to went out and bought a generator for it this year, and so we could do something different. We want to get rid of our gas lantern and go with a generator, because usually this time of year on our second trip down there, it gets a little warm. So we were wanting to be able to run a fan to help keep the no-sims blowed out of the boat and everything, and just make it a little more comfortable, when you're sleeping at night. So, and two, to run. We're gonna try to start running like a 60-watt LED bulb in camp. So a lot of times when we come back in, we come back in about 30 minutes after dark. So we only use the bright light when we cook. So after we're done cooking and eating and everything and cleaning up, then we turn the bright light off, and we use our kerosene lamp and our tiki torches, and that helps keep the bugs away and everything. But and it's really economical. And I got to thinking about it. We don't use a lot of gas bottles for lantern down there on a trip, but sometimes we do, because if we have pigs, then we have to have a bright light to see what we're doing, and we run the lantern to do that. So out of 7 days, we might burn 2.5 bottles of gas in a big lantern. Okay, maybe 3. It depends. Sometimes, and if we don't do anything, if we're just there, then a bottle of gas has lasted us that much when we didn't see anything. So we got to figuring it out when we go buy gas. It's when you buy a gas bottle, if you really look at it, you're paying about $11-12 a gallon for it. So this year we're gonna take the big 7-pound gas bottle and take the 1-burner stove and take our grill top. So anyway, to get back to my story, by the time I set up camp, we get everything in, the tent, the bed made, the mattresses blown up, and this and that and everything else, and the wood cut for the fire. We spend a day, easily a day. So with this setup with the boat, we've noticed the last couple of times we've done it, the cabin is already ready. So all I have to do when I get there is unload what couple things I need to cook with on land, which is not much. The table and a tarp and a shower tarp. We have a tarp that I cut in half, an old tarp I cut in half, and we wrap it around some trees, and we make a shower room out of it, because honestly, when you're out hunting like that and you get all sweaty and everything, I can't sleep if I don't have a good shower. So, and the bugs seem to come to you when the more sweaty you are, the more they like you. So, and we set up a little shower room up there, and put a tarp over it in case it rains, and protect our wood and stuff. And we have like a 2-hour setup from everything, from the time we tie the boat up to the dock to the time that we get our firewood cut and stacked, and boom, 2 hours, we're done. We can go off and have fun, go hunt. When it's time to leave, bat, 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 throw it in the boat and go. That's the way we like to do it. We're actually adding a day of hunting to our trip. So it'll all work out. We're still perfecting this, okay, but it's all going to come down good. We don't like to use a lot of stuff, take a lot of stuff. I've seen people, they go camping and they have to have the kitchen sink too. We don't like doing that. That's not the way we do it. So we're going to go to Alaska this year, and we go to Alaska when this is our first trip. Thanks to Delta Sky Miles, it was either Hawaii or Alaska. So we decided to go ahead and do Alaska because honestly, we want to go do some salmon fishing and halibut fishing. So we decided to use our Sky Miles this year and go to Alaska. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be gone for 2.5 weeks. And that's probably going to turn into about a 3-4 part video. And hopefully I can make it interesting as can be. It's going to be a great trip. I've never been, and I can't wait. I'm stoked to go. We've been wanting to do this for a couple of years now. And if we like it good enough, we're going to go back up there and hunt. So, deer meat for dinner, guys. If you want to take a trip up there, let's get together and do some salmon fishing. We got a motorhome rented that we're going to use while we're there, so we can travel around and see everything. You know, we're going to go around and go, ooh, ah, fish. So, you know, I guess the first time around it's going to be the tourist thing, you know. But, you know, we're going to travel as a traveler. So anyway, the plan is we're going to ship some of our bigger stuff up there to the camper place, so we don't have to have checked baggage on the airline. I got a new camera I'm experimenting with too, so I'm trying to get everything in order for it, because I do want to make some high quality video. This is going to be fun, so I have to prepare myself, and we're going to ship meat back while we're up there, and that way we stay within the law and everything. But I don't want to ship back. You don't know, we might end up with 100 pounds of salmon, I hope. Okay, and if we do, then I need to ship it back a little bit at a time, so, and get it in the freezer. But and that's the plan. And on through the summer, we're going to be doing other things like going back up trout fishing again, and I'm going to make a video on the update of the boat. So it's going to be a busy year, and my business this year, I've decided to expand it. So that's going to be another video on my business, and once that starts coming together, then I will share that and that site with you. Okay, and it's things are doing good, but it's time to go from part-time to full-time with it. So I'm in that process of changing things over. What we do right now is kind of thinking about having I don't think it's going to be around much longer, so we were preparing for this a while back. Anyway, that's a whole nother storyline, and when I get when I get my business full-time, then you'll be seeing videos of here, and I'll be making videos on my travels on the business. So I just wanted to give you this update. I hope you like everything. Please like us and subscribe. I mean, I don't have very many subscriptions right now, and it tells me I must not be doing something right. And if there's any improvements that I can make, just let me know. You know, I mean, I'm good with constructive criticism. I mean, that's how you improve, right? So, hey, throw something out there. Throw something out there that you might like to see too. I mean, you know, as much as we get around, we might even meet up someday and do something together. I mean, that would be great too. Again, there's people around that do the same thing that we do together and everything, and they have a blast. And I subscribe to a few people, so it's a great thing to share knowledge, and this is what I try to do. We don't have lease land or anything. All of our land that we hunt is open, so that kind of puts us behind the 8 ball. A lot of times when we walk on a piece of property, you know, we're already down for the count. So we have to work extra hard to go out, and we might spend a whole day scouting, and we might walk 2 or 3, 4, 5 miles or more. Sometimes we have done it more, and to find where we need to be in order to produce. So, and there's a lot of interesting things that you can find along the way like that, and that's why we like doing it. So we'll get back to everybody in the future, very near future. So until then, y'all have a blessed day, and think positive. It always works. See ya.